So broadly, could you tell us what has sustained Bangladesh's economy in the last year and through the pandemic, given that the numbers seem to suggest that the economy will continue to expand, whereas in most parts of the world, economies are contracting?
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I think Bangladesh has been doing remarkably and steadily quite well in terms of macroeconomic performance. It didn't have any balance of payment shocks in the last 20 years or more, or 30 years even. So the macroeconomic stability has been one of its founding cornerstone, and that has helped the growth process to be sustained. And it also maintains exchange rate stability related to Indian currency. That's why dollar terms, there is an acceleration of growth in Bangladesh compared with India because of the exchange rate stability factor, which is underpinned by solid macro foundation. Bangladesh's macroeconomic performance is also a reflection of its very prudent fiscal management. The fiscal deficit is very much under control, between 3.5% to 4.5%. Generally, despite the fiscal target being set at 5%, it usually is less than, outturn is less than the fiscal target. So that's a very strong performance, and that anchors the economy performance in terms of inflationary performance, in terms of exchange rate stability, and also it is underpinned by good solid external sector developments, like exports historically has done very well, double-digit growth on average for the last 20 years, if you look at it. Remittances have done very well, and also remittances have worked as a counter-cyclical factor. Even during this pandemic, the remittance is all-time high. And not only simply high, it's about 20% plus compared with last year, same time. So it's acting as a very much of a solid shock absorber for our economic system and for the rural economy as well.
From the ashes of the partition of India in 1947, two new nations emerged, Pakistan and Bangladesh. However, their paths diverged dramatically. Delve into the complexities of historical legacies and internal dynamics that cast shadows on Pakistan's growth, while Bangladesh managed to force a unique identity in the face of adversity. But what are the reasons behind Bangladesh's economic success and Pakistan's struggles despite having more resources and opportunities? While Pakistan struggles to keep its head above water, Bangladesh is surfing a wave of success. This country has a strong track record of growth and development that seems almost unstoppable. Its domestic consumer market is massive, its middle and affluent classes are expanding rapidly, and its digital adoption rate is so high that it puts Silicon Valley to shame. Bangladesh is on a path to becoming an upper middle income country by 2031 and the 24th largest economy in the world by 2030. Who knew that such a small country could pack such a big punch in the global economy? Bangladesh is definitely one to watch. On the other hand, Pakistan finds itself caught in a whirlwind of challenges, like a tightrope walker battling gusty winds. Global economic uncertainty, rising inflationary pressure, energy shortages, a daunting balance of payments deficit, and a revenue shortfall create a formidable storm. To make matters worse, Pakistan heavily relies on China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) project, which has triggered concerns about Chinese debt traps. With weak economic indicators, high interest rates, and institutional arrangements resembling a house of cards, Pakistan walks a precarious path, constantly dodging the mounting debts that threaten to pull it down. Bangladesh and Pakistan have had different historical trajectories. Bangladesh gained independence from Pakistan in 1971 after a liberation war, which created a sense of national identity and unity.
Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the leader of East Pakistan, declared the region an independent republic, which he said will be called Bangladesh.
This struggle for independence provided a strong foundation for building a resilient and determined nation. On the other hand, Pakistan faced challenges related to its formation and subsequent political instability, which impacted its progress. Also, the economic policies pursued by the two countries have played a significant role in shaping their respective trajectories. Bangladesh adopted a pragmatic and export-oriented approach, focusing on industries such as textiles and garments, which proved to be successful in generating employment and boosting exports. Pakistan, on the other hand, faced periods of economic mismanagement development, inconsistent policies, and a limited focus on export-oriented industries, which hindered its growth potential. You'd also agree that political stability and effective governance are crucial for long-term development. Bangladesh has experienced relative political stability since its independence, with governments focusing on development agendas and implementing reforms. In contrast, Pakistan has faced periods of political instability, frequent changes in government, and challenges related to corruption and weak governance, which have hindered consistent progress.
Members of Pakistan's parliament are due to decide on Monday who should succeed Imran Khan, who was ousted as Prime Minister in a late-night confidence vote after he was deserted by coalition partners.
Bangladesh has been successful in attracting foreign investment, fostering international trade partnerships, and diversifying its export markets. And this has contributed to its economic growth and development. On the other hand, Pakistan's international relations have been marked by geopolitical complexities, security concerns, and limited diversification of trade and investment. Bangladesh has made significant strides in improving social development indicators such as education and healthcare, which have enhanced human capital and productivity. These investments have helped create a skilled workforce, driving economic growth. But Pakistan, while making progress in certain areas, has faced challenges in providing quality education and healthcare to its population. All of these have influenced the divergent paths of these two countries. And it shouldn't surprise you that China also has a hand in the different fates of these countries. China's strategic interests have propelled Bangladesh towards the heights of growth and development, with investments and trade partnerships that resemble a thriving dragon's hoard. Bangladesh has soared. However, Pakistan too sought China's embrace, only to find itself ensnared in a tangled web. Concerns over Chinese debt traps and complex geopolitical dynamics have created a Gordian knot that Pakistan must untangle. While both Bangladesh and Pakistan receive support for their development projects, their dance with the dragon takes different turns. Bangladesh, like an agile dancer, gracefully maneuvers through a diverse range of lenders, including the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, and Japan. Bangladesh, the master of balance, imports goods worth $16.8 billion and exports goods worth $1.2 billion, showcasing its trade finesse. On the other hand, Pakistan grapples with a higher trade deficit, importing goods worth $18.7 billion while exporting goods worth $2.3 billion. With a balanced trade relationship, it confidently glides, avoiding the precarious steps of falling into the Chinese debt trap. On the other hand, Pakistan's dance with China carries more risk. Its trade deficit looms large, with imports far exceeding exports, creating a delicate balancing act. Bangladesh's savvy trade approach with a more balanced import-export equation positions it for success. Its ability to navigate global markets has contributed to its prosperity. In contrast, Pakistan finds itself weighed down by the trade imbalances and struggling to find equilibrium.
Islamabad has now said that the country's trade deficit has surged to an all-time high of $48.66 billion in the outgoing fiscal year.
Now, what is the outlook for both countries going forward? In the intricate dance of international relations, the fortunes of nations like Bangladesh and Pakistan often find themselves entwined with the whims and alliances of global powers. However, amidst this diplomatic tango, it is their delicate yet fascinating relationship with China that holds the key to their futures. The outlook for both Bangladesh and Pakistan depends on how they manage their relations with China, as well as with other regional and global powers. Bangladesh has maintained a balanced approach towards China, India, and the US, seeking cooperation in areas of mutual interest while preserving its sovereignty and independence. Aspiring to become an upper middle income country by 2031, Bangladesh has etched an inspiring story of growth and development that leaves onlookers in awe. In its relentless pursuit of progress, Bangladesh has shattered barriers and achieved remarkable milestones. With a steadfast focus on poverty reduction, this nation has lifted countless souls out of hardship, leaving an indelible mark on human development and social indicators. The transformative power of its efforts reverberates across communities, fueling the collective dreams of a brighter tomorrow. But Bangladesh's narrative doesn't end there. With an unwavering spirit, this nation has diversified its economy, transcending the confines of the renowned ready-made garment sector. Through strategic measures, it has bolstered its exports and remittances, creating an economic tapestry that weaves together ambition and resilience. Even in the face of adversity, Bangladesh stands tall. When the world was plunged into the depths of COVID-19 pandemic and uncertainty loomed, this nation showcased unparalleled resilience. Swiftly recovering from the initial shock, it defied the odds, forging ahead with steadfast determination. Strong growth in FY21 and FY22 became a testament to its unwavering spirit and ability to weather storms. However, Bangladesh also faces considerable challenges, such as rising inflationary pressure, energy shortages, a balance of payments deficit, and a revenue shortfall. It also needs to address infrastructure gaps, climate change vulnerability, natural disasters, urbanization issues, and public institution reforms. Bangladesh's future prospects depend on how it can overcome these challenges and sustain its growth momentum while pivoting towards green growth and social inclusion. On the other hand, Pakistan finds itself navigating through a tumultuous economic landscape.
Pakistan's economic crisis is hitting its poorest hardest. Inflation is at a 50-year high and food has become unaffordable for millions.
With a blend of determination and resilience, the nation strives to overcome a myriad of obstacles that test its mettle. From the grip of low growth and high inflation to the burdens of fiscal imbalances, external vulnerabilities, and towering debt, Pakistan's path to economic stability is not for the faint of heart. The shadows cast by the COVID-19 pandemic further compound the nation's woes. As the social and economic impacts reverberate through every facet of society, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Pakistan finds itself at a critical juncture, seeking solace in the embrace of the International Monetary Fund, IMF. It is a lifeline, a platform for stability, and an opportunity to implement much-needed structural reforms that can set the nation on a path to rejuvenation. However, Pakistan's challenges go beyond the economic realm, plunging into a tapestry of intricacies that encompass the political, security, and institutional spheres. Amidst the quest for stability, the nation must grapple with the specter of political instability. Navigating through the shifting tides of power dynamics, security threats loom large, demanding constant vigilance and a delicate balancing act between safeguarding the nation and ensuring the rights and freedoms of its citizens. Pakistan is a land of rich potential, but to realize its true promise, it must chart a course that breaks free from the shackles of a narrow economic focus. For too long, the nation has been tethered to agriculture and textiles, but the time has come to seek new horizons and explore untapped opportunities. To do so, Pakistan must embark on a journey of economic diversification that will unlock its full potential. The nation must seek to improve its trade competitiveness, enhance its human capital, and provide robust social protection for its citizens. Moreover, it must foster regional cooperation by building bridges with its neighbors and forging a shared destiny that transcends borders. Do you think they'll be able to do these? Let's know what you think in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest news about what's happening in the world today. Thanks for watching.